Hi, I'm Michael Josh from Rappler.com, and this is our first look at the Starmobile icon. If you take a look at this phone, especially the back of the phone, then it looks pretty familiar. If you are a Tech Rap viewer, then you probably can recall our Starmobile Flirt feature. And this pretty much reminds us of the Starmobile Flirt, but unlike the Flirt, it's a quad-core smartphone, one of four new quad-core smartphones that Starmobile is releasing in the months of June and July 2013. This phone comes with a 4.5-inch display. Let's take a look at over here. Something I want to point out to you. As you can see, this comes in black. Of course, the phone also comes in white, like a lot of Starmobile phones do. But as you can see, the logo is red. If you buy a Starmobile smartphone and you see that red logo, that means it's a quad-core smartphone. On the back, you have an 8-megapixel camera with backside illumination technology, that's BSI, and autofocus. In front, you have a 5-megapixel camera, also with autofocus. Let's take a look at the button arrangement of this phone. You have on the left side, also very similar to the Starmobile Flirt, you have the volume rocker over here. On top, you have the power button, or the on-off button. There you go. And then you have no buttons on the right side of the device, and on the bottom of the device, you have the micro USB port and the part for the microphone, that microphone hole over there. Now let me just, again, like most Starmobile phones, you can pop off this rubber back. And what I really like about this phone, and we also fell in love with the Starmobile Flirt, was the rubber back. This phone feels the same way, and it lets you grip the phone, and it feels secure. Not the type of phone which will slip through your hands when you get a little bit oily. Inside, you can see that this phone comes with a 1,800 milliampere battery, and while it does look like it only has one SIM card slot, that's actually two SIM card slots. So they're actually just one on top of each other. So you do have provisions for two standard size SIMs. And over here is the provision for the optional memory card, micro SD card slot for upgradable memory. Let's take a look at the phone. I know that's what you really want to see. So let me open the phone. Again, very similar to the Starmobile Flirt. It really looks like pretty much, while there is a little bit of customization going on, it's pretty much it pretty much looks and feels like it's running vanilla Android, which is a great thing. We love vanilla Android, and you can see as a quad-core phone, it is snappy. Again, this unit hasn't come out yet in the market, and unlike what we do on our hands-on videos, we're not going to run any of the apps yet. But I want to show you the settings just to show you that it runs about. Okay. Okay, so let me just show you the settings panel about this phone, about Icon. It runs Android version 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. One feature of this phone that I really want to point out is the camera. And like I told you earlier, as I mentioned earlier, they have, Starmobile has been adding some of its own customizations. Take a look at that circle over here. Oftentimes when you have a camera app, you'd probably have buttons over here and where you could dig down into the menu and to the different features of the camera. Now it's on the screen itself, which is actually very handy because your finger doesn't really have to go anywhere. So I'm just going to, for the sake of this demo, use this finger. I probably would use my thumb. But anyway, I use this finger, and as you can see, if you hold down on the camera, you can actually access some of the camera settings. So if I scrub upward, I can turn on the flash or turn it off. Over here, I can change the auto white balance. It can be to cloudy, or to tungsten, or to sunny. And then exposure compensation is over here if you scrub downward from +2 all the way to -2. So all you have to do is just really hold on here, and you can also use that to turn the camera around. There you go. So that's an interesting feature of this phone. Let's turn it back around, and then of course, just to take a shot, you just press that blue button over there to take a photo. So that's one of the new and interesting customizations that Starmobile has put into the icon. And one last thing I want to talk about is the screen on this device. The icon has a 4.5-inch QHD display. It's made of Dragon Trail glass, and as you've seen in our previous tests, this is pretty much scratch resistant. I won't scratch it today. I won't give you a scratch test today, but this should survive keys. In the past, we've tested it with a knife and scissors, and it is a resilient display. The icon is going to be on sale. It's going to go on sale at the end of the month, or the end of June, and should retail for somewhere under 10,000 pesos.